Yes, people. Welcome to the Straightjacket podcast 189. We are here and we are live. Make sure you guys smash a like on the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Monday, people. We are literally 6 days away from the first game of the season. Can you believe it, people? From where we were at the start the end of the season to now, here, reality is here now. It will be the start of the season in 6 days. And I just find it absolutely mad. Listen, people, you already know Nurid is always late, man. You know what I mean? I don't need to say it even more, people, man. Nuruddin is just late. I just have to almost just accept it now, people. Nuruddin is never early. You know what I mean? So listen, it is what it is. He'll be here as soon as possible, people. But make sure you do hit the like button on the video. Did I fix my laptop? No, this is actually not my laptop. It's my little brother's laptop. They said to me it should be ready for tomorrow. So I should pick it up tomorrow. But if not, I'm gonna have to. This reality has to still be here. I don't know if the sound is good. Is the picture good? It's a bit, the pixelation. It's not quite there. I'll be honest with you. But listen, hopefully, it will do well for now. But yeah, guys, Nordi will be here as soon as he can. People, I did say 5:30. I don't know if he got 5:35 or the cats might be doing him madness. But everything's good, yeah. Everything's good. You know what I mean? But big up to everybody. Keep hitting the like button. Big up to the England ladies, man. They did it, man. Proud of them, man. You know what I mean? The men couldn't do it, so the women did it. So listen, absolutely very, very well done to the Lionesses. Big up to the Lionesses. They deserve it more than everyone. But yeah, man, listen, we're here and the season is not far away, man. Can you believe it? I was at the game yesterday. Big up to everybody who I met yesterday at the game. I can't lie to you, it was a bit of a ball fest. Not really much going on. You know what I mean? I think the two teams in whatnot, from the Atletico Madrid game and the game that happened the other day, they were always going to change and it was always going to happen. But end of the day, like I said, we learned some things. Garnacho for me was very, very good. I'm excited by Garnacho. I can't lie to you, man. I've not seen it for a while. You know, when you don't see a player for a while, you get that kind of excitement again. Maybe I got a little bit carried away in the match reaction, but it is what it is. But I think ultimately, I like what I saw yesterday from Garnacho. I did like what I saw. And you know what, man? I just think for me, when you look at the options that we've got right now, is it a time to bed him in? You know what I mean? Because we're not going to go and buy a winger. You know what I mean? Is Tron good enough? I don't think he's good enough, if I'm being really honest with you. Who else is out there? Amad Diallo, can he nail down a spot? I don't know. Time will tell. Palestra for me isn't good enough. So where do we go, man? You know what I mean? Are we gonna get Anthony? I don't think so. I think Ajax now have set a precedent. They've set a kind of a target of what money they want. And you know what, Chong? I can't lie to you, man. For me, he's just not good enough for me. Nuruddin, man, you're finally here, man. What are the cats doing to you, man?
Yo, the cats are acting funny. Sometimes they're acting a bit giddy and funny. Big up everybody, man. Sorry that I'm a bit late. You know what? I've had my laptop reinstalled in it, so everything is new. And then he was telling me to either go forward to the studio with YouTube or with Facebook, and I was like, what? So that's what it was. I was sorting out. I was like, Facebook.
YouTube or Facebook.
I was like, Facebook.
You don't want. You don't want Facebook. You know what happens on Facebook, man. Facebook. Nuruddin is a different person on Facebook, man. You know what I mean? But how are you, man?
Secrets out, lad. Don't let the secrets out now.
Big up to everybody who's locked in. Straightjacket podcast 189, nearly there in terms of 200 podcasts. Make sure you smash a like on the video, people. But you know what, man? The game yesterday, let's quickly touch on the game yesterday quickly. I thought it was a bit of, I'm not going to lie to you. I was checking if the roof was leaking. I was looking around. It was a nice, glorious day. I wasn't concentrated that too much on the game. It was a bit of a typical preseason game, Nuruddin. But overall, what did you assess from it?
Let's be right. At times, we had our B team, C and D team. We had Yentu come on. We had some of the youth players come on. the purple airplanes was getting some of the biggest cheers, but obviously,
mate, I didn't know
10,000 school children there. So big up for United. Big up for United for giving tickets to 10,000 school children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think they were getting a bit giddy. They're not used to watching football, the young kids. So they were all hyperactive in it. So they're all playing like they're all different sides of the ground. They're all getting involved in different things. So big up to them. Big up to the youngsters. And big up to United for giving those tickets to the youngsters, innit? Like, you know what I mean? They didn't have to do that, so they did it. So we're big up to that. And big up to United Foundation, innit? Always doing only one of the decent things that come out of the football club. Raising money for charity and getting involved in the community. So we say big up. We say big up to that. But other than that, I thought the first half was interesting. I thought Garnacho was brilliant. I'm going to actually come onto it. I'm just doing it now, actually. I'm just going to share it on Twitter. So if you share it, that would be great, Saeed.
Yeah.
Basically, just saying that what we need to do is not get too giddy with him. You know what I mean? He needs to develop. He's not there yet. He's not fully there yet. He's still growing. So let's not get giddy. But yeah, he was outstanding, I thought, yesterday.
Absolutely. Big up to HKN Music. Love for the super chat, bro. Ahmad is good enough. He just needs game time. He's not a striker. He's a left-footed, right-footed winger. Sorry, he's left-footed right winger. If Elanga had been given this much time, so would Ahmad. He cost 40 million as a quality player. Just needs a chance. You know what? I agree with him, man. I can't lie to you, man. I for once agree with him. I think for me, if you get game time, you could just be as good as the player who's had game time in terms of like Ahmad. Similar with Donny van der Beek and McTominay. If they have that much game time, they will get to that level where people will be confident in a player. Everybody would be confident in Ahmad if he had the Elanga game time. It's just how it works, isn't it? And, you know, what happened last season was Elanga was that sort of player that the manager... You know, I was discussing it today, because Rashford and certain man were that bad, Elanga just showed them up. And you know what? Fair play for doing that. I won't ever kind of discredit him for that. But it's got to a level now where, okay, now, Rashford now is doing the job that Elanga's done now in terms of tracking back. Rashford is doing that. He's more disciplined now in his role. And then now it comes of, right, who's got the end quality? Who's got the end product? And now Rashford has got that end product. So, listen, it might be too soon to say, but listen, it is what it is, man. Saeed got gas in a posh sheet. Listen, I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed them Sir Bobby Charlton seats, man. I can't lie to you, man. It was a weird one, man. You know, the Rayo Vallecano fans, they ended up putting out the flares, you know. They all got kicked out, you know. Most of them, at least half of them got kicked out.
I thought the police, Manchester police were a bit OTT. They put the banner. They got a banner, and then that's what they did. So it was a bit OTT, bro. Are you getting some feedback?
You're echoing a little bit. You're echoing a little bit. Can you come in and out?
Yeah, I'll go in and out.
Yeah, you're echoing a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, people, the Rayo Vallecano fans were going mad, mate. They put the what are them things called? Is it not the pyro? What's it called, man? What's it called, people? The flares. That's the one. They put the flares out, and then there was loads of kids around it because it's a family atmosphere. Nah, man, they weren't having that, man. But listen, it was a good atmosphere. The seats were good. I can't lie. I don't know if I like it being on the bottom. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. I think I like my top. You know, when you can see the whole pitch and I can assess, because then I can see movement. Because a lot of people were saying Donny van der Beek, this and that. When you're at low level, you can't see the movement and the space. So I apologize. And I want to discuss that with Nuruddin. Nuruddin, I got cooked yesterday, Nuruddin.
Why?
Online, yeah. Because I said, I don't know if I was impressed by Donny van der Beek yesterday. And you know why I say that? I've watched the game again, and I think Donny van der Beek did actually more than I kind of gave him. But when you're sitting on bottom level, I don't see the runs. I don't see the movement in it. I just see him giving the ball going. When I'm up the top and I'm on tier 2, I can see a bit more better. So I kind of do apologize, because when I actually watched the game back, Donny van der Beek did well. He set up the Ronaldo chance. And I feel like, for me, also, I feel like the situation of what Donny van der Beek, this is my issue with Donny van der Beek as well, by the way. Because Donny van der Beek doesn't do the crazy stuff, is he almost, what's the word I'm looking for? Is he his own worst enemy, Nuruddin? Because of the kind of what he needs to do and what fans expect him to do. Because he keeps the game so simple, do you think that people want more from it? And maybe I'm wanting more from him because I want him to play ahead of McTominay. And because McTominay might do something crazy one time and have one good game, whereas Donny van de Beek will have one level of good and just kind of be very, very good. How do you assess it? It's difficult, man. He needs game time. I'm very patient with Donny van de Beek, but there's something that I feel like for me, because he plays the way he plays and it's so natural and it's so honest, that's why I'm like, I want him to have that different kind of side to him where he comes out and oozes. You see what I'm trying to say? Or am I kind of like, you're not getting my point?
No, 100%. Say, listen, at the end of the day, listen, the biggest thing is this. Footballers that don't know, like most football fans, they're used to watching certain type of midfielders. So when the football that they're used to, in terms of system, Donny's one of the most system players there is. He's a system player, Saeed. And it's his movement of the ball and that how he won. And people think that he can run games himself. No, he can't. He can't. He's not that type of player to run games. He makes angles and movements, and it's up to the team the way they find him. It's up to the team and how good the system is functioning. The better the system's functioning, the better Donny van de Beek. You see the attributes of Donny van de Beek. He's not your typical number 10. He's not your typical number 8. He's not. He's a movement one-touch player, one-touch pass, move, one-touch. And then you're playing him you're playing him in games where there's not a set aside. Those guys who played yesterday, they've been put together. They've not played together. They've not played together before, Saeed. They might have trained together, but they've not played together in a match game experience in front of fans. Playing against a team that's proper setup, that's been drilled, that the manager has got a distinct style of play like Real Vallecano had. So at the end of the day, for me, it's Donny van de Beek. You're never gonna know. It's like Michael Carrick. In a lot of people said he didn't notice what Michael Carrick was doing, right? Until he was out the team, innit? You noticed him when he was out the team. But Donny van de Beek, for me, is a super intelligent footballer.
Ronnie, have you got headphones? Just a little bit echo. Just a slight little bit of echo, man. Hey?
On my side.
Echo.
1 second.
Hey? Yeah. You know what it is for me, though? I think it's just the fact that a lot of people, maybe I want a little bit more, but then I need for the system to be more fluid, and then we'll see the best of Donny van de Beek.
Is that better?
Hey?
Is that better?
Yeah. That's cool.
That's a lot better. Okay.
But do you know what I'm trying to say, though, Nuruddin?
Yeah. Listen, 100%. I understand what you're saying. At the end of the day, it's simple. If the system functions, Donny will function. But you can have an opinion on a player. I just want your opinion, Saeed, to be give me the specifics. What do you think he did bad? Don't just say, he was missing, he had a shit game. Don't just say that. Be specific. Say he didn't do this, he didn't do that.
No. My thing is he didn't do anything bad. For me, like I said to you, I just don't know if I'm wanting a bit more for him to get into the team. Because what he did there, will that be enough to get into the team? That's my only kind of situation. What he did there in that game, will that be enough to get him into the team? That's my kind of worry. Maybe it's just my PTSD again, getting on top of me in terms of, man, I still think McTominay and Fred are going to play. Like, that's where it's... I think the physicality...
You're taking it out on the kid.
Maybe it is. That's why I kind of like, maybe that's where my head's at. I'm thinking, because of what he's doing, is it going to get him into the first team? Maybe I want that wow factor, that game where it's like, wow, unbelievable from Donny. He's definitely getting to that game, to that team. You see what I mean, Nuruddin?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's one of them situations where let us know in the comments, people. You know what I mean? Do you need more from Donny van de Beek? Let us know, people. And there's over 500 of you here, people. Make sure you smash a like on the video. I don't know how many likes we're on, people, but let's try and see if we can get as many likes as possible from this video. But listen, the season is away, Nuruddin. Season is starting on Sunday, man. How are you feeling, man? Just overall, just before we start in terms of like personnel and whatnot, how are you feeling, people? How are you feeling, bro? 6 days until the season starts. How are you feeling?
Well, I've just shared a tweet, Saeed, so share that tweet. Big up. I'll just say it simple, Saeed. I've got the title. You would see we share that tweet, the title of my podcast today. is two things. One's about Ronaldo, the other one's about Garnacho.
Yeah.
The question I asked, are we in danger of the Ronaldo circus ruining the beginning of the season? Right? The other thing about Garnacho is that the fans, we all saw it. It was brilliant to see. We love young attacking players who attack, fearlessness, but we can't throw him into the Premier League games and think he's ready. And then you know who's going to trend, like Chong was trending yesterday. So in terms of the season, I think the preseason, we gave that 7 out of 10 last night on United Real Therapy.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think in terms of what he's done, what that Ten Hag's been in control of, he's done really reasonably well and surprisingly quite well. But we are struggling, Saeed. We are struggling.
In what sense? Depth. I think for me, depth is a real
numbers. Facts. It's there, but depth and numbers, we're struggling.
But the problem is, though, the manager's looking for specific targets. So what do? We just wait? Like, what do we actually do?
Listen, this is Saeed. I'm the CEO of Wait and CFC. But what it is for me is that now, if 1 or 2 or 3 people would get injured, the numbers are not there.
They're not there, man.
And that's the real. They're not there. And then you know our fan base. If you throw too many of the youngsters in, and they start getting smashed, what's going to happen? You're going to ruin them, aren't you?
For once, Nuruddin, I actually don't know where to predict Man United in terms of like finishing, because we might see a fortune of positive performances from Ten Hag and he actually adapts well to the Premier League, or we could see that the depth crumbles United and it literally decimates any sort of philosophy that Ten Hag was building up to. And it could be because it's ruthless, Nuruddin. You know, they see how players play. You see how teams are now playing better football now. They have better midfielders now. It's not a case of clear dominance anymore from back in the day where it was like Fergie was dominating. There was a clear divide of top 4 to the rest of the team. You could have Bournemouth playing good football now. You could have whoever comes up now, Nottingham Forest, play a brand of football that's suited to them. You only got to look at Brentford last summer, Nuruddin, last year. The way they played and look how they're in the Premier League. It's not the same anymore. So to expect that dominance, I think for me, everybody has to manage their expectations. But in terms of the actual kind of team that he's got right now, do you think he's able to kind of get the best out of them?
It's going to be easy to see, Saeed. It's going to be. We'll see it in that first half against Brighton. Can you hear me echo, Saeed?
Hey?
Can you hear me echo? No.
No, it's all good now. It's all good. It's all good now.
Right. So the biggest thing for me is that I totally understand people's fears. I totally get what you're saying when you say we look like we're not ready. Right? I understand all of those people that feel like we're not ready.
Yeah.
I think people are saying we're not ready because the depth is missing. And what's going to be on our bench? The strength and depth on our bench. And at the end of the day, I think we need 4 more players. But I'll take 3. I'll bite your hand off now for 3. Do you know what I mean, Saeed? So the biggest thing for me is that if that front 3 were to get injured, it's going to be difficult in terms of the quality. But what I saw yesterday, Martinez, like he's been there for years, stepped in like he's been there for years. You saw glimpses of it, his recovery pace. You saw how aggressive he is from football. Don't let strikers back into him. He's going there to win the ball in front. He's passing. You saw how calmness he was. Ericsson, good to see.
Yeah, you got a little bit echo, bro. Try again. Try coming in and out, bro. I don't know what's happened to your MacBook.
Maybe it's you, Saeed, because you're controlling the sound. Maybe it's you. You go out and come back.
Are you sure? All right, cool. All right, let me try.
People, smash a like on the video, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're going 100K, people. Road to 100K. Come on now. Smash a like. Saeed's one of the most hard-working YouTubers out here, people. Most you can do, smash a like on the video. That's all you can do. Big up Owensky. We have too many players content with just doing enough. We need players who are brave enough to stand up and say, I'm here. That includes Donny. Fair play. Fair play that. Fair play that.
What's he said there? We have players. Yeah. Exactly. That's the situation, though. Have we got enough players that are brave? I think the options in midfield are very, very weak. But I looked at Eriksen's performance yesterday, Nuruddin. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It did give me a feeling of he could play as a 6 man. I could see him potentially playing as that 6. What do you think, man? I know why you so because the way he dictated from deep though was very, very good.
Brilliant.
I know.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Apparently,
Really
it's
good,
me.
Really good. But it's about the fitness. You see, second half, we run out of gas.
Yeah.
Neil Ashton's got Saeed. Saeed there.
Is it me? Is it mine? Or is it calm now? Yeah. All right. Apologies, man. Again, like I said, my MacBook's not the same, man. And my MacBook's gone for repairs in it. So apologies on the sound, people. But in terms of, for me, like I said, yeah, it's I just feel like in general we have to be very, very careful, don't we, about managing expectations, don't we?
Big time.
Expectations.
Big time.
We have to manage it, man, because at the end of the day, it's you know what it is for me. It's about understanding where this club is at the minute as well. Fans can't be thinking top 4 miracles and this and that. Take it step by step, manage it step by step, and see where you head at the end of the season. There's no rush for Man United to achieve anything right now. There isn't. Okay, rival fans can laugh at us and say, you know what, this and that and whatnot. But for us, it's, we don't have to worry about anything.
At the end of the day, we've got a new manager. He's been given 3 players. We've let go of so many players last season. Yep. We are now adjusting to this new way of playing. Yep. And it's going to take time. And he still hasn't got the 3 players that he needs. Regardless of Ronaldo's day side, we need a striker. We need another striker.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to need a right-sided, left-footed right winger. And we also need a centre midfield player. I think we need 2. Some people think we don't need 2. We need just 1. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I think, like I said to you, I think the defense situation right there, I think it's sorted for now. The midfield, some people say 3. We need 3 more players. There's a lot to sort out, man. I just feel like for me, with this whole Ronaldo situation hovering around us, you know what I mean? Is he going? Is he not going? I know he left yesterday or whatnot. It was authorized. But teams now are looking at United thinking, no, we can't give you this player for cheap. We're not going to give you this player for cheap. Ajax now have started to say, now, you know what? No, unless you give us this money, we're not playing for that. So then you're looking around thinking, if we never had any plan B options, it's almost getting your assignment done in the last minute. You know, when you get your assignment in the last minute, it's never good, is it? At the end of the season, then next thing you know, you're suffering, aren't you? Let's be real.
100%. Saeed, this is the danger of the transfer, innit? We can be waiting FC as well, we like, because we want to be patient and give the best and not be accused of going in too hard on a new structure. But at the end of the day, it's simple. The later the transfer is, the harder it's going to become for those teams to find replacements for those players. So those players, those clubs are going to ask for an arm and a leg. They are going to ask. They are going to add a couple of knots at the end of that, at the end of the figure. So that's why getting your business done early is the best thing. But honestly, on this one, I don't actually blame the club too much, because Ten Hag has got his own list. He grabbed the list of what the club had and ripped it up, and he's got his own list. And this is what they have to contend with. So if we would have signed, instead of messing around, gave Ajax the compensation and got him in January, in the summertime, he would have had the players in already he wanted. At this moment in time, it's like we are lacking it behind. But I've said, and I say it again, if it means that Erik ten Hag gets the players that he wants, that know his system, and he gets them on the last hour of the transfer deadline, I'm happy. Then I'm happy. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
So yeah, of course.
That's the most important thing for me.
On the bench, youth men. Listen, it is, man. It is. It's a young bench. You know what I mean? That, I think as well they need to maybe possibly go out on loan. Is Garner going to stay? Is he going to go? I thought he looked decent yesterday. He didn't do anything that was amazing, but he looked comfortable on the ball.
Saeed, but what you're judging them on, Saeed, this is what I'm saying to you, and every United fan. What we're judging them on is team that's not played together before. They've just been thrown together.
Yeah.
And
that's the story of the win. That's the story of United.
Players that are either going to go on loan or go on sale, are for sale. Nobody might buy them. They're going to just end up going on loan. Yeah. And there are players there who are just basically just like on the edges of the team. So it was yesterday was our B team, stroke C is stroke D.
What did that guy say, Nuruddin? The guy that came from Kuwait, what did he say? He goes, Ollie destroyed this team in terms of that rebuild, that period there. That he came up to me and he went, because I didn't bring it up, by the way. He goes, Ollie destroyed this team. And remember when he said, I'm going to leave the club in a better place, and all these fans came up to me and said, Ollie's going to leave this club in a better place. Well, look what Ten Hag has got to deal with, man. He's got to deal with players that have been given contracts for no reason, that have but we bought players in that don't suit no style of play. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what? I didn't want to kind of say that, yeah, and say to him, yeah, let's bash Ollie. But I had to look back and I think, bloody hell, man, we gave so much money to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 400 million, for him to leave the squad like the way he is now. What is he supposed to do? What is Ten Hag supposed to do with this squad when you actually?
This is what I'm saying to you. Like, unnecessary problems. Like, how, to me, the biggest thing, Saeed, about this new structure, this Merton madness, is the renewals of these contracts. The likes of Rashford, the likes of Fred, the likes of Luke Shaw. Who else? Yeah. There's a couple of more players that need their contracts renewed, yeah? It's going to be about them.
Yeah.
It's about watching them and seeing what happens, because at this moment in time, when Glazonomics piles on, Saeed, a lot of the way things are, when it piles on, come Seedorf. Seedorf, say hello to Saeed. Say hello to Saeed. Say hello to Saeed, you little rascal. Say hello to Saeed. When they came and give players who are useless like so much money, and those players are not going to get that amount of money at any other club, what do you think the agents are telling these players? Make sure, if I'm going to go out, if you want me to leave, nobody wants to buy me. Some of these teams might want me on loan, but you're going to pay the wages. So we're going to be paying other football clubs for them to use our players.
Yeah,
that's where Glazonomics gets you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And for me, like I said, you know what I mean? I just got a quick super chat here from RS Review says, I don't rate Ollie at all, but we have a lot of good young technical players and finally have a world-class coach to implement an attacking style of play. But the problem is, though, we do have that, but the problem is depth is so important, man. And that's why, Man City are doing it, Liverpool are doing it now. Even Chelsea now are starting to, go and bidding for Cucurella. They're going for Fofana. You know what I mean? Arsenal are looking stronger now. For me, I think you have to watch out for Arsenal. I know that we call them the banter club and whatnot and this and that. But you know what? They've looked good in pre-season, and they're starting to have a little bit of depth in there as well in terms of options now, Nuruddin. You need one more midfielder, but they've got options now. Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White. They've got options in key areas of the positioning. You know what I mean? Like I said, and also Arteta's had 3 years over Ten Hag. I'm not just saying it's going to be a big advantage, but it's something in it to kind of build on.
Yeah, in terms of their team, in their process, they're way ahead of us.
They're way ahead of us, of course.
They're way ahead of us. They are way ahead of us. There's no comparison here. In their development of their team, they're way ahead of us, and they've performed well. Let's hope that it was just that they've got their best football and best results out in the preseason. They peaked a bit too early. They kick off, don't they? Who they play against? First game.
They played against Club America. They've had other.
No, I'm talking about the Premier League. The Premier League kicks off on Friday.
Crystal Palace away.
Crystal Palace.
Vieira. Whoa. Vieira.
Double. And Arsenal won. Not all. Yeah. Listen, Saeed, are we congratulated the Lionesses? We cannot.
Yeah. I didn't start the show. But go on.
Good. No. I just say, for what it's done for women's football in this country, it's incredible. A women's sport in general, in this country, in Europe, throughout the world. The struggle these women have had to go through to go on achieve what they achieved was absolutely incredible. So props to the women. You know what? If you want a job doing properly when it comes to winning trophies at major tournaments, get the women, mate. Women have done it, proven it. Amongst all that adversary. And you got these international England players where they babied up so much. They got everything they want handed to them on the plate. And look what the women do. The women and women do that. We can't compare and contrast. But for me, I went to 3 games in this tournament, brilliant games. And honestly, every game was a carnival. Every game was a carnival. And I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it.
Absolutely. Big up to them, man.
Absolutely loved it.
Big up to the women, man. Honestly, big up to the women, man. You know what I mean? Again, you know, I think that's a very, very good achievement. And you know what? Now the men have to kind of step up now. The women have done it. So let the men step up.
Genuinely, it means nothing now if all young girls are not given the opportunity to play football.
Absolutely. Yeah. Facts. You're right.
All of this means nothing if they don't do proper funding at grassroots, the FA and the Premier League. They don't seize the opportunity to fund. Because what I love about going to watch women's football, Saeed, is carnival atmosphere. It's so different to men's football. It's totally different. And for those people that don't know, just to give you my sports degree head on, just to say that in the 1920s in this country, there were women's football was getting more crowds, and that's why the FA were like, this is not suitable for women. So can you imagine women were allowed to play?
Exactly. Yeah. It's true. It's true, man. Now, big up the women.
Big up the women. Big up all the pioneers, all of the ones who came before, went to the finals and lost. Big up. And that's the second time England beat Germany in a competition side.
Yeah, facts.
Second time. And it was happened to be a final. Germany have won that competition 8 times. They won 2 World Cups. It's incredible.
Facts. Like 100%, man.
The way the sport at a local level, at a grassroots level, the way it's organized in Germany is completely different to the UK. Over there, every community has got a social club. The girls train, the boys train, they use the same pitches. It's like when I was in Germany, when I was living in Germany, I went to the park. Women were playing, men are playing, children, everybody's playing, Saeed. Like
yeah. It's a community, man. It's a community.
Yeah, there's no separation. Everybody's playing football. Imagine you're marking like a 50-year-old woman, and you're in your 20s. She's up from me. She's Cruyff turning your ass. I'm putting it in top bins.
Yo, top bins, man. Listen, big up to the women, man. Big up to them for what they achieved, man. Big up to Shirley says United appoint Benny McCarthy. Listen, big up Benny McCarthy, man. What a player he was back in his day, man. You know what I mean? The Blackburn days and the Porto days. We've got him as a striking coach. It was a bit of an odd one. I don't know if he's a United fan, and when he got that role, he was jumping in the gut. But what you're not feeling this role, Benny McCarthy? What's going on, man? What's he done to you, Benny McCarthy?
You're saying, listen, I'm glad he's joined. I hope that he's not joined of tokenism. He's joined because he's a really good striking coach and he's got a good reputation.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what's happened. But didn't he play in Holland? Did he play in Holland? His career, where did Benny McCarthy start in Holland? Where did his career start?
Yeah. Killis, big up to Killis, says there's still one place in our coaching staff that I wanted to fill, someone with a different voice, and Benny McCarthy is that one, man. Listen, if he can do what he used to do for Blackburn and Porto, and just, you know, the way he used to like turn away from strikers, that little half turn, man. He played at Ajax as well. So they probably played at the same level. He was probably a bit older than him when he was there. If Ten Hag was playing for Ajax at the time. But yeah, man, listen, I think it's he's a make-wish appointment. Yeah, he's a make-a-wish appointment. Let's see, man. He could maybe try and develop Martial. We never know, man. You could see a different side of Martial's game now that we might not see before. So it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. I think for me, you need. When was the last time we had a striking coach, an actual striking coach at Man United? I don't think we've had one for a while.
Well, Ollie was saying that at the beginning when he came, he was coaching the strikers at United.
Well, you know what I mean. I don't know, man.
What are you talking about? At a certain time, Man United strikers scored, 60-something goals, top scorers in Europe, mate.
When?
Ronaldo, Sancho, Mr. 11. Sorry, Rashford,
Okay.
Mr. 11, and Martial. Remember, Project Restart.
Project Restart, mate. But I don't really look at that time and that era, man, anymore, man. Because what is it done now? People will call it Wan-Bissaka, this Spider one. People will hating up this player, man. I don't believe in that lockdown football. I'll be honest with you, man. I really, really don't, man. But listen, Nuruddin, man, let's be serious now, man. I think we're not being serious, man. The first game is on Sunday. How you feeling, man, Nuruddin? Because at least if we don't lose and we get the win,
listen,
by any
you know
means,
how I'm feeling.
I just want to get
you know how I'm
win.
feeling, Said. You know how I'm feeling. I'm not feeling that great because still haven't got a ticket, mate. I'm not feeling that great. Anybody, got a spare one? Man. If you got a spare one, shout me, people. Shout me if you got a spare one.
Yeah.
Said, it is what it is. Seriously, it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, I look at it. I think we're at home. That's all that matters. And if the crowd doesn't energize and the team doesn't get the crowd involved in the game, then we know what was going to happen. But we need to we need a 3 points, mate. I don't care how we get it. We just need a 3 points.
Yeah, we need the 3 points. Absolutely, man. 3 points is massive, man. Big up to Maliha. Belly is in the 18 area. Download this song. It is written for France 98. Yeah, written. Well, I don't understand that one, but yeah. But you know what it is for me? Like I said, man, I just feel like, has this preseason kind of like give you some sort of like, it's been a stop-start because we haven't had the depth, Nuruddin, and certain players are leaving and certain players are not there. Like the preseason has been kind of a weird one, isn't it? Because you would hope that every game you would have the similar kind of like team, like similar with Arsenal.
I believe, I know it's going to be the subject of my podcast at 6:35, people. You need to join us. Please smash a like on the video, people, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed in it. I don't know how many likes we've got, but we've got how many people watching, say? We've got how many?
700 people.
And we've only got how many likes?
260 something.
We need to get the likes up to at least 400 people. But Saeed, I'll say this, I'll say it with a straight face. I think while they were away in Bangkok and Australia, the preseason I really enjoyed. The last two games of the preseason, the Oslo and yesterday's, for me it's been ruined because of Ronaldo circus.
Yeah.
It's the Ronaldo circus.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So all of the spotlight, all of that enthusiasm has been taken off it. Me personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been taken, that to me, that's what's happened. That's what's happened.
You think there's too much attention on that?
There's too much attention.
Yeah, I did say it though.
Too much media circus around Ronaldo. All he's got to say, either way, are you either leaving or you're staying? Simple.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're leaving, Saeed, if you're leaving, stay in your house, train on your own, don't even bother coming to the group. Let the manager and the group who want to stay and play, let them get on with it. If you're staying, well, just train, be integrated, humble yourself, and see see the journey.
Yeah.
But because of this unknown, Saeed, this unknown place, and if Ronaldo winks, if Ronaldo farts, oh, Ronaldo's farted. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a headline.
That's what it is. It's a full circus around him, and we don't need that.
I seen that video yesterday. I seen the video. I'm not gonna lie to you. That it's just tactical talk, innit? It's maybe a certain situation.
But that's what I'm saying to you. So now every little minute thing is being watched. There are people going to that ground, and there are media going to that ground, just gonna scrutinize every little action, every little body language, every little gesture. But join us, bro. We're gonna get behind this side because this is serious. Trust me.
No, 100%. I think it's for
serious
because it's Martial.
In terms of you asking, are Man United ready? We were ready 4 weeks ago. I thought, in terms of where we were in Australia, the good feeling, the vibe. Obviously, yes, we noticed the numbers were short. We noticed that in terms of the squad depth, we're lacking. But other than that, and then we need to decide. So now, a lot of the young players, is Gnabry going to go on loan? Is Ahmed going to go on loan? Is Garnacho gonna? Is Iqbal gonna go on loan? Is Savage gonna go on? That's us. That's us 5 players. Garnacho, Iqbal, Ahmed, Palestri, Savage.
I think it's Ahmad, Garner, and them two in particular. They have to, it's kind of crazy, to think that them two sort of players could be a clear indicator of where we're trying to go. Because if Ahmad goes, you've only got Elanga and Palestri as backups. If Garner goes, you've only got Donny van der Beek and Eriksson.
I don't think Garner's gonna go.
But he said, did you not see what he said though? And let me know if people got the comments here of what he said. I realized that I said, I can't lie, his body language and his sarcastic gestures weren't looking good. This guy's going to be destructive if he stays. Yeah, well, exactly. We're going to discuss that in Nuruddin's video. And guys, please smash a like on the video. But Garner did say, I need to know my role. I think he said something along the lines of, I kind of need to know where I'm at because I do want to be playing football. He's 21, turning 22, man. Like, for a midfielder now, that is not young anymore, It's either make or break to an established level. If you want to make it to an established level, like a big club, you have to make it at like 22, 23. If you don't, you're almost kind of like going back to either lower end of Championship or lower end of Premier League. Let's be real, Nuruddin. As a striker, you develop a bit more. You could become a Premier League striker at, let's say, 25. 26, like look at the one the guy that's come from Brentford. What's his name?
Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney, he's about 25, 26. Looking at Bellingham, exactly 18, 19. This is now or never, man. Midfielders are coming in and are setting a precedent now, and you've got to come in and just.
But to be fair, Bellingham is a generational talent, isn't he?
Yeah, I understand that, but then to be at United from a youth academy, cleverly. There's only certain players that have made it into the midfield. How many?
I 100% believe.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy. Yeah,
that Garner is better than Fred and McTominay in that position. I do.
Not Fred. Oh, in that position.
Saeed, I'm sorry.
In that position, you mean? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you there. I thought you said better players.
He's better than them, both of them, in the midfield. He is.
In the double pivot, you mean, or the 6?
Yeah. Listen, either position, he's better than them. He's just more naturally a better midfielder than him, Saeed.
I think further forward, Fred has more qualities. Listen,
Garner is not your average. He's not your average player, right? It's just that for me, one of the most disappointing thing about the tour is that effing injury that he had. That what disappointed me the most. It's the injury that he had. So we never got to see it, Saeed. We never got to see fit, raring to go. James Garner. We didn't see it. And that's what hurts. And that could cost him of his Man United career. You know how mad that is?
But I want to stop you there. Big up to HK Music. Ahmad, Garnacho have to stay. My thing is, I don't think he's better than Fred in terms of the more advanced role of, how Fred was playing last season. I think Fred is better in that role. But in terms of deep lying, playmaker, defensive, whatever you want to call it, I think there, Lord, man, look what you've done. They're saying stick to the structure. No, I think what we're miscommunicated there, Nordin. I think what you mean is, so you're actually saying that Garner is better than Fred and McTominay. Garner, come on, man. I like Garner, but he's not better than Fred in the advanced role.
He is, Saeed.
How though? Explain though. Explain.
See the first touch. You see the way he receives the ball. You see how he scans the pitch. You see the passes that he plays.
In an advanced role.
Saeed, forget about advanced role. This role as a midfield player. He's got better attributes than those two. Yes, he has.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, Nuruddin. I can't lie. I'm not sure, man. He's a holding midfielder. He's got better vision, got better passing. But I'm sorry,
and
in terms of
and it's not easy to press. That's what we need. Fred's first touch is absolutely criminal. First half is Fred from Brazil. Second half is Fred from Stoke.
You've got a Fred agenda, you.
No, I don't. I don't, Saeed. But I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired, Saeed. I'm sick to death and tired of this too. That's why the most heartbreaking thing for me was that Garner getting injured in that tour. Yesterday, I saw a lot more scanning. I saw a lot more beating somebody with a ball, hiding the ball, passing the ball, moving, than both of them put together. I'm sorry, Saeed. You guys are too. You know what it is? You don't want to be too harsh, but I'm sorry.
No, I'm not, though. I'm not being harsh.
Fred is 29. Garner's 21, 22.
Yeah, but what does that mean? What does that mean?
He's got better attributes into playing modern football than both of them.
It just means that one's younger.
He's got a higher ceiling to develop, Saeed. He's got a higher ceiling to develop, even get better. Right? But in terms of attributes, he's got better attributes in him too. Fred can't scan properly. He's just about running around. No.
Nah, you're harsh, man. You're harsh.
No, Saeed, I've had enough of both of them. I'm sorry. And
yeah, but that's
why I'm not excited. Saeed, I'm not excited I'm not excited against Brighton. I'm not. Actually, it might be a blessing that I don't have a ticket.
How have you gone from 0 to 100 like that?
No, Saeed, because I've had enough. I've had enough. Some guy telling me to speak to structure. I'll show you structure. I'll show you this backhand, mate.
The comments rattled you, man. Don't let the comments rattle you, man.
Rattle me. You rattling me. You're making it out like Fred is some sort of... This is Fred from Stoke, Saeed. Have you seen that first touch? I think you've forgotten. I swear to God. I think you've got a bit too giddy. I think you've got a bit too excited. In this
Let me just read this chat. Let me read the super chat before I come back. Big up to H. Ken and Music, man. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Fred is better than Garner. Fred gets so much stick because he plays with McTominay.
Nah, mate, I'm not having that. Where's Fred in the second half?
Let me finish it. Fred, Pogba looked horrible when he played next to McTominay. Garner would not start for Brazil. You know what I mean? I think all I'm saying to you, Noureddin,
is that... the midfield with Brazil, Saeed? Me and Saeed will start for Brazil if we play next to Casemiro, mate. Whoever said that would start. Whoever said that can start if you're playing next to Casemiro.
Can I say something? Let me just say, Fred further forward is more of a better player than Garner further forward. That's all I said. In a more advanced role, Fred is more suited to Garner.
Listen, we've got other players further forward now. We don't need Fred to be further forward. We've got better players. We've got somebody like Ericsson.
Who would you play in the 8? Fred or Garner in the 8 role?
I'm playing Garner. If it comes to Fred, McTominay, or Garner, I'm playing Garner all day, every day.
You shouldn't characterize the both.
No, I'm sorry, you're not letting me finish. It's because the kid's got more ceiling to get better. The kid's got more ceiling to get better. He has. And just because we're used to it, it's like the fan base, they're brainwashed. Fred's first touch. What did Dini say to you? What did Dini say? Not this season before. You know what Dini said?
You're going to believe Dini, what Dini says then?
Yeah, Dini said, listen, we worked on Fred's first touch. If he gets that ball in midfield, you get to impress him, get the ball off him straight away. At least Garner knows how to put his body in front by a foul. He did that yesterday loads of times.
Can you agree with something, though? Can you agree that Fred shouldn't be characterized with McTominay as well? Because I feel like for me...
Nah, mate, they come together like brother and butter, mate.
No, man, I'm sorry. I can't do that.
They come together like brother and butter, mate.
No, you've got an agenda against Fred. You've got a Fred agenda.
I don't have no Fred agenda.
You know why?
Listen,
because
Saeed, I was sold a lie. I thought we were getting Fred from Brazil, like fully Brazilian. I wasn't told that it was mixed heritage. Half of him's from Stoke, playing Stoke football, mate. No.
Let me say something, Noureddin.
Tony Pulis, mate.
Let me say something.
At times, it looks like he's being coached by Tony Pulis football, mate.
You're so harsh.
Nah, my thing is, I'm not harsh. You guys have forgotten. I'm not a top red at all. I'm far from it. Somebody just said that I'm a top red. You know that the top reds hate me, mate. They hate me.
No, exactly. No, he's not a top red. He's not. But what I want to say is, Noureddin, so I feel like for me, Fred gets characterized.
Who are we, Kiddie Army? Who are we, Fred Army? Is that what we are? It's a Straightjacket podcast turned out to who are we, Fred Army? Are you all Fred Army now?
Let me just say something. All I want to say is, I feel like for me, Fred shouldn't be characterized as a McFred role. I feel like for me, we've seen a different Fred. What McTominay provides us is absolutely nothing. You've seen it all pre-season. At least Fred has played that 6 role a little bit better. He's done certain things. McTominay, what's he doing apart from hiding away from the ball? At least Fred does something. What does McTominay do? They shouldn't be characterized. I'm sorry, man. I think for me, Fred can have an important role in his team if he's played in a different position. So if he's played more advanced, or if he's played alongside a De Jong. If Fred and De Jong play, then you can have a bit more balance in there as well. But you can't play McTominay and Fred, man. McTominay does nothing. And then you have Fred flipping running around for him. You look at the situation on the game against Atletico Madrid. Did he not play well at the game against Atletico Madrid, Fred?
First half, second half, gassed out FC, mate. Panting. I'm like, what's going on here?
Let me just...
He was running a lot like a dog without a bone, mate. Dog that's looking for his bone.
Let me read this super chat. Big up to Flawless in the chat as well, man. Fred Army. 1 second. I'm going to get the super chat from H Ken Music. Big up to H Ken Music for the super chat today. And guys, there's 750 of his here. Let me see how many likes we're on, people, man. How many likes are we on? Go and check Nuruddin for me.
How many likes?
Yeah, how many likes are we on?
Flawless, let us know how many likes we on, bro. My
Yeah.
phone is dead. My battery's about to die.
Yeah, I don't know where that super chat is gone. Let me just read it from the top. What's it say?
It's there. It's basically saying it's there. It says
even
Saeed,
Neymar.
X, Ericsson, X, Fred midfield equals.
No, there's another one. There's another one from H Ken. Oh, I've just missed it, man. Flipping hell. Yeah, there it is. Even Neymar said Fred is pivotal to what Brazil does. You know more than Neymar about football. I doubt it. Oh, sending shots to you, man. They got HK Music.
Yo, HK Music, you need to get back on that music and do a remix to Fred Army, mate. Fred Army, who are we? Fred Army. It's like what you're doing. Listen, Neymar can say what he wants, right? For Brazil, they've got Casemiro. Casemiro is the best midfielder Brazil have had in a long time, right? He's won how many Champions League? He's so pivotal to the way Real Madrid play. He's the general. Fred is allowed to run around like a headless chicken and scrap the people's legs, and then he's taking off certain times. So at the end of the day, he does a job for their team. And Man United, we play a totally different system, and Fred has shown me, first halves, he's all right. He's Fred from Brazil. Second half, Tony Pulis in him comes out. I'm sorry. I want a complete 90 minutes. I'm not here half and half, mate. It's like the half and half skirts, mate. You know what? Scarves, skirts, half and half skirts. Any of you wearing half and half skirts, eh? That's what you're going on. Like, you're all wearing skirts for Fred. I'm telling you, you're all got your skirts out for Fred.
I'm just trying to be fair, man. Listen, I didn't rate Fred at the start. You know when I started, remember when I did the interview on United? I remember everyone was saying to me, "Oh, you don't rate Fred." And that one moment, I said, "You know what? I might be on the Fred hype tree." You was there that day, man. So I never rated Fred. But all I'm saying to
Fred at times he's had some good games. Saeed, we're not saying Fred has not had good games. I'm not saying Fred is crap. What I'm saying to you is that when I see Garner on the ball as a midfielder, what I judge in terms of attributes, I see scanning. Can he pass the ball? Is he a better passer than both McTominay and Fred? Yes, he is. Is he press resistant better than McTominay and Fred? Yes, he is. Does he just need the fitness? Yes, he does. Has he got a higher ceiling? Yes, he has. That's what I'm judging him on.
Yeah. Big up to Saeed, Ericsson, Fred, midfield.
I swear to God, we're not making out a 6th place if you guys think that Fred is the answer. I swear to God, if you guys think Fred is the answer, we're not making out a 6th. We're not. We're staying 6th forever, mate.
But hopefully,
he's gonna get his Glazonomics new contract. And Fred will still be there till he gets his simmer frame, mate. The only way we'll get him out is when he's got his simmer frame. He'll still be on that pitch.
Don't get me wrong. The touch is not great at times, but listen,
that touch, Saeed, listen, if I were to say what we say in Manchester, this channel can get closed down. He's got a touch of a... You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's not say that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the football colloquial language around where I'm from.
Yeah, big up Nate H. Fred ain't the quality required. We've seen so much crap over the last 10 years. We gas up players that do bare minimum. We need 3 new midfielders.
Thank you, Nate H. You see, I'm trying to keep a standard.
Listen.
And I'm telling you, the Straightjacket podcast turned to Fred Army. That's what we're going to call
it.
No,
it's not. It's because you said.
Listen, Straightjacket Fred Army, mate. That's what it's become. Straightjacket Fred Army.
Don't do that, Nuruddin. Don't do that.
Come on, then. Is that all you've got, guys? Come for me, then. Come on. Let's go.
You're doing this again. When the Conte debate happened, you started to do it again. Now when this Fred debate happened, when you made a wild statement, you said Garner is better than Fred.
Yes.
That's what you.
I've just explained it. I've given you the specifics. Is he better than those two scanning? Yes, he is. Is he hard to is he press resistant? Better than those two? Yes, he is. Has he got better touch than them? Yes, he does. Does he pass the ball better than them? Yes, he does. I've given you 4 attributes. Has he got a higher ceiling? 5. I don't just chat rubbish. I back it up. 5 points I've just give you.
But then look what I said, though. I said in that 8th position, I would rather have Fred than Garner. And that's my whole point.
Guys, we're not making out of the hood. We're not making out of the hood with Fred. Sorry.
But then you would also have Garner in that 8th role. It's ludicrous.
We're not making out of the hood. I'm telling you now, Man United are not making out of the hood. I love my hood, by the way. I never want to make out of the hood. I love my hood. But
okay.
I'm telling you now, in terms of Man United, we're not making out a 6th place, mate. We're not.
Yeah.
Because the fan base thinks Fred is the man.
Big up to you.
If I need anybody mopping up and MJ0, I'll get a mop and a bucket. I don't need. he said here, Fred was running around mopping up after Bruno and Rashford, man. Mopping up. I just want him to be the Fred from Brazil, not the Fred from Stoke. Because first half I get Brazilian Fred, second half I get Stoke Fred. I can't have it, Saeed.
Let me read these super chats before we kind of wrap up the video. Ask Ellie Forrest fan about Garner. Never agree with. Sorry, that was from Alien Tenno. Never ask Ellie Forrest fan about Garner. Yankee says never agree with Nuruddin on anything, but Fred is crap. Fred gets picked for Brazil, but so does Tellez. And Fred has been our best midfielder since Ralph came, but you guys want to focus on him. What about Bruno, who just got a new contract? You know what I mean?
That's another. That. Listen, on the Ralph Ranier, have I got to say, in that advanced role, has Fred played better? Yes, he has.
So how can you say Garner is better than him in that advanced role?
Because Garner's got, listen, Saeed, Garner's got a higher ceiling. At this moment in time,
how can you judge that? What have you judged that on? What have you judged that on?
Listen, for the positions that we're all screaming about.
What have you judged that on? Higher ceiling based on what?
Look at the age difference.
It doesn't matter about age. What do
you mean not about the age? He's a younger player. Saeed, he's a younger player. He just needs to get in that Saeed. He needs to get in that team and establish himself. At the end of the day, that's what I said to you. The most damaging thing for me, the most thing that I'm so angry about this season, this tour, is that he got injured. Saeed, we said last season, we're not looking forward to seeing Fred and McTominay ever again. And here we are again, Saeed. Fred and McTominay, it's like they never leave. Never. They're not leaving.
Yeah, someone said if age is important, get rid of Ronnie. So you're getting rid of Ronnie then? And bringing up Charlie.
I didn't want Ronnie to start with. People
bringing on McNeil.
I didn't want Ronnie. I told you Ronnie will be a distraction. And it will end badly. I told people that. People are like, you're negative. Listen, I only call it as I see it. Fred first half performances, good. Second half performances, Tony Pulis football, mate. I'm not having it. And we're not making out of 6, mate. If you guys think Fred is the answer, we're not making out of 6. That's my opinion. That don't mean that all of you are wrong. I have conceded that Fred on the Ralph Ranier plays better up the pitch. Because in Brazil, that's where he plays, and he looks better there. But the way that Eric Ten Hag is using Fred now as a deep lining guy, nah, mate. I'll have honestly, I'll have Garner all day, every day.
Someone said, then your age is your answer. So age is your answer. Oh, God.
Nah, age is not my answer. Saeed, I don't agree. Garner has the wand of a right foot. In 8th, he's more of a go for it. Sorry, I can't agree. See, come on, man. Malia, please, man. People, where are you, people? See, Straightjacket podcast. I've got a proper football knowledge, people, man. Coming with this Fred propaganda.
Last super chat before we wrap up. Maliha says, Saeed don't agree with Garner has a wand of a right foot. In his 8, he's more of a go for it. Sorry, can't agree with you. Okay, listen, big up to you, man. But we're gonna wrap it up here, man. We should be. How many likes should we be on already? Because we gave them
a 400 likes. If you're not 400 likes, then you're all taking the biscuit. I swear to God, you're all having an absolute laugh. You're having a barking. You're having an absolute. You're taking the absolute biscuit.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. How did this turn into a Fred versus Garner debate show? Crazy. But listen, this is what the Straightjacket podcast is all about. We tackle the real issues.
That's where it goes in it. That's why we love football, because we see it. If we all saw the same thing, it'll be boring.
Yeah.
But people know I'm not too serious. I'm making my case. I'm a bit passionate. Yeah. All right.
All right then.
How many likes have we got?
I think we're on 419.
Big up, people, man. Big up. That's what I like. At least 400. When you got 700 watching, at least 400 likes. We asked for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Listen,
but hopefully,
smash it. Let's see if we can get to 450 before we put it down, Saeed. Let's get
all
to
right
450. Then. 450 people. And by the way, I'm only having a laugh and a joke with you people. Don't take me too serious and don't be coming for me on the streets, yeah? I'm not bashing Fred. I'm just saying Garner is a more talented. I believe that. I can have that. And I give you the reasons why I think he's more talented.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we're going to wrap it up here. Make sure you guys come on, head over to the United Real Therapy in about a minute, 2 minutes. So we're going to come over there now. And yeah, man, listen, Fred or Garner, let us know in the comments. You know what? In the comment section, Fred or Garner. We're going to put that into down in the poll, in the comments. Who would you rather have in your midfield, Fred or Garner?
You know what I'm having?
So
remember, people, what Fred though? What Fred, people? If you're going to put that, is it Fred from Brazil or Fred from Stoke? Make sure you add that context.
Yeah,